Hey guys, Cockerpunk here. Want to try this out. I hope this works because I'm using my roommate's eggs to do it. But the question we get over and over again in the chat room and on the forums and stuff like that is, why does underboring not break as much paint as we would all think? Why is barrel breaks somewhat of a constant rather than affected by bore size? And we built up a theory, and we're going to test it with a real compression tester and get real numbers, but I thought I would illustrate the concept to you in a more rudimentary way. So what I got here is I got some paint balls, right? They're just regular eggs. I don't eat very many eggs, so that's why it took me so long to convince my roommates to give me a couple of eggs. And I got this dish here, and there will be egg on my face by the end of this video, I promise you. So, what's happening here, and the theory is that the application of the force on the paintball is different in an overbore and an underbore. And that's what leads us to the reason why underboring seems to break about the same amount of paint, and that's all I'm going to say is about the same amount of paint. I'll give it a practice round here because, like I said, eggs are expensive, and I don't eat very many of them, so I'm going to try this. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to apply a force with my hand as equally around the outside of this egg as possible, and I'm going to squeeze it until it breaks. Alright? And I am going to get egg on my face by the end of this. And there's going to be egg all over my desk and all over my pictures of my girlfriend. It's not going to be good. Okay. So here it goes. And, right, so I'm squeezing really... Wow. Wow, I'm actually squeezing incredibly hard right now. No joke, okay? I think I can feel it give. Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm actually trembling with how hard I'm squeezing this egg. No joke. No joke. Holy crap, my roommates are going to be happy. You can see, oh, wow. Okay, hopefully you can, oh wow, all over my desk, and now my roommates are going to think really dirty things of me because there's white shit all over my computer. I gotta get a rag or something, here we go. Okay, so hopefully you guys saw how much force I had to put on that egg. Like, seriously, I almost needed 2 hands to break that egg. I was squeezing it so hard. Hopefully the velocity at which it exploded shows you guys exactly how hard that is. And you guys can try this at home, you know. When your parents are paying your food bills, 2 eggs are very cheap. When you pay for your own food, 2 eggs and you don't eat eggs becomes kind of a liability. So you saw, like, I was actually incredibly surprised by that, and I didn't do a practice run. That was my practice run. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to simulate, basically, you know, just a regular egg, how easy it is to break a regular egg. So I got another egg here. We'll move this shit out of the way. And in an overbore's case, what's going to happen, right, is you have one radius, and then you have another radius of the paintball, and the paintball is smaller. So the paintball's radius is smaller than the barrel's radius. You know, that's what the definition of overbore is. So what you're going to get is a much more concentrated and unbalanced force against the ball. And so I'm going to simulate that by pushing on this like this. And actually, we'll see how this works. I'm just going to push on this. Actually, I'm going to use a distributed load, just like the air hitting the ball. And I'm just going to set this against my desk, and we're going to crush it. Oh, Zublin. Alright, hopefully he'll see this movie when he, after he sends me that. Okay, so I'm going to crush this egg now, right? Yeah, that didn't take any force at all. Any force at all compared to, I mean, hopefully you guys saw that. I just needed to apply maybe 10 pounds worth of force on that to break that egg. So, that's what I think is going on with the barrel break test. That's the reason why an underbore just doesn't break the amount of paint that we all thought it would. You know, and I was included in that. I thought we were going to get a lot of broken paint. But as the test went on, it just became more and more apparent. So, alright, just because this video is so far only 5 minutes long, and my roommate gave me 3 eggs, I convinced him to, I'm going to squeeze this again because this was incredibly strong. Like, try this at home. I strongly encourage it. You know, you gotta sink real close. Just wrap your hand right around the thickest part of the egg there, like this, and squeeze. And seriously, you can see, I'm like, okay, I'm not that ripped, but I am squeezing as hard as I possibly can right now. Oh, man. That is really quite cool. And now I gotta do laundry, too. And I gotta clean up my mess. See what I do for you guys? That is what I think is going on with the barrel break test. And what's going to happen when we crush all these paintballs in the compression tester, because basically a compression tester, it's a load cell, which samples a voltage, which measures force. And so it graphs it versus time. And so what we do, or it graphs it versus displacement, depending on how we run it. This machine that I'm after, though, I don't think does that. So, and we're not talking about an elastic type property either, we're talking about something that's quite brittle. So, we apply a force, or it reads how much force it is when it's pushing down, and then as it fails, it will give us that peak. And so we're going to do, you know, probably 20 paintballs of a low grade, of a mid grade, and a high grade paint. And we're gonna change the seam orientation because we believe that the seam has something to do with it. And that's basically what the compression test is going to be. And it should give us numbers that illustrate this. So, you know, like this is just kind of fun science, like 9th grade junior high science. But like we're going to get real numbers from this, and then from that we can tell a lot, I think, about what's going on inside paintball barrels. So, hopefully you guys can understand that concept, and if you got a couple of eggs, and, you know, when your mom's not home, steal a couple of eggs, see if you can squish them, and you're going to seriously find that it is really difficult to squeeze an egg into breaking. It is really, really quite difficult. So, it was even harder than I thought, and I'm the one who came up with the theory. So, anyway, hope this video illustrates everything good for you, and give me a call, or give me a holler, give me a message, respond. We're going to start a thread about this video in particular on Punkworks, so check that out. I'll link you to it, and Bryce, if you want to comment, I'd love to hear your video in response here. So, have fun guys, and I'll talk to you later. Alright, see ya.